Master Tianxing, have you found the person you're looking for?
Yes, I found Zhuyan. We will return to the city with the logistics team. We will go find Mr. I heard you two. It's my great pleasure to have met you.
Us running into Master Tianxing was a one-off incident. If the magazine indicates something about war, what is Madam Magistrate? Have you thought of some?
I think...
So Madam Magistrate wants if those tacit discords break through our defenses. We haven't reached the front lines yet, but I can already smell the eye.
General! Follow the Qinglong. Fear no more. Wind Rider. Retreat to advance. Tell truth from the side. Settle. Stop. Side. Fear no more. truth of the side. Take it. Take the time. Wind Rider.
What's the matter? Are you all right? Oh, I was worried. You just stood there.
It felt as if I was seeing through the eyes of a tacit discord. I think I saw what was happening in the—
An imposing warrior wielding the power of a Qinglong. The Qinglong is the Midnight Ranger's emblem. It's also the symbol. The front lines are not far from here. Your vision. It might be what was happening. The battle itself is the streams from the Norfolk Barrens Rover. Something on that battlefield must— But I didn't hear any— Rover?
According to Baiji, the leaf showed residual fluctuations of tacit discords. Those fluctuations pointed to a certain set of coordinates.
And that is Qichi Village in the Central Plains. As I make myself reflect on my Rover, perhaps you can— place. I sensed something ominous from the leaf back there, but I couldn't pinpoint its source. And now, the hatred and pain is so strong in this place. I don't even need to concentrate to feel it. Rover, something... Rover, something terrible must have happened here. We have to be cautious. This is the tacit field. Let's take out those tacit discords first.
I sense your weakness.
Let me be your blade.
Tempest!
Storm, hear my command! Deference!
Swift and resolute. No hesitation.
Oh, bring it on! Heads up! Watch and learn!
Swift and resolute. The end has come. Strike from the shadows. One with the sound. No hesitation.
I think I found something, Rover. Ritualistic wooden plaques. That why they seem to be... I remember reading about something like that.
I see.
Watch out! Something's not right. Brother, help. It seems to only repeat acid discords attack other living beings because they need to feed on those frequencies to make themselves whole again. When this one, probably turning the last bits of a human's consciousness into such monotonous mumbles. I'm sorry. No, that's beyond my ability. Rover, it seems to be begging for help, but it's not asking us to help it. I can sense the pained cries of this tacit village is crying. Something truly awful must have happened here based on the evidence we've found and the condition of these ruins. That didn't happen all. Perhaps the tacit field has kept this village from being discovered. Or there must be something we can do. I'll inform Shuzia about what happened. Sorry. I know it doesn't sound very convincing. It's just a hunch of mine. Thank you, Rover. As for the little one here... The area's a mess. But look, someone was injured. Fractidus is likely...
The Fractidus?
Yes. I don't know much about... It's a group of extremists obsessed with fusing humans with tacit discords.
Fusing humans?
We've seen signs of their presence in Jinzhou. Left by lower-ranked members. Above the artificers are the overseers, leaders with eerie abilities, and no one knows their true intentions. Some members speak, and there is one particularly insane overseer. He's crazy, a man who sees no order and revels in destruction. They belong to this one overseer I'm talking about. If he's responsible for what happened to these villagers, who knows? Huh?
Guess you won't need my self-introduction. Oh, I spent... If you need to hear it from me, then yes, I am Scar, cruel and twisted maniac. We deserve a meeting free of such... The girl, she's gonna sway your judgment. Don't worry, I don't plan to make it... Well, let's just enjoy our time together for the moment. To begin with, I heard you've lost your memories. Indeed. I'll tell you then. Before you knew anything about this world, you were already the center of conflict. You are the unknown variable we've been waiting for. Forces have been fighting for possession over you. From the moment you opened your eyes, everyone you've met, including that girl you care so much about, they all knew how valuable you are. The world is a cruel place. You are a living, breathing person, but you're just a pawn to many. That's why I'm here. Because I see you as a dear friend, and I want to tell you the truth. I am so sorry for everything you're about to face, but truth hurts sometimes. I know you are not one I can sway with simple words. My goal is simple. I just want to deepen our mutual understanding, nothing more. Come on. Observe the surroundings a little more. As you learn more about this world, your true desires will surface. And before that, I don't want anyone to disturb my... Why do you have... Maybe you should be asking me what actually happened here. I won't tell you everything just yet. That's too boring. So go ahead. What do you see? Bravo! Didn't think you'd catch on to that. Now, what is the conclusion you've drawn? I see you don't really so they were right about you. I like it. Your keen observation, precise judgment, and accurate understanding of human nature. Let me give you a couple more tips. The truth is far more complicated than you think. First, who are the players in our tale? An innocent girl, a revered leader, and a flock of simple... Next, what makes up false devotion, Fleeting kindness, collective deceit, senseless killings, and the one vulnerable soul pushed onto a path of destruction by the masses. Now, Rover, the story is yours to spin. I'm eager to hear your version after you've learned more. Our story begins here. Once upon a time, in a peaceful village, in the day they toiled for food. And when evening fell, they sought refuge from the looming threat of wolves. Fables. Stories told and retold through the ages. The ancient art of conveying, but they always draw from real life. The same story gets told by many, and each person brings their own spin, their own focus. Whatever you learn from it is just one of countless different interpretations, like a snap. This village marks the beginning of my story with Jinzhou. So that magistrate led you here to meet me. Such a clever move on her part. One day, a shepherd visited the village. The shepherd brought them promises of abundance and protection. The lambs, nope, quite the opposite. With a wave of his hand, the shepherd could grant their every wish. His flock obeyed, bowing their heads, pleading for better food and shelter. They no longer had to struggle for survival, as their once meager lives were replaced with endless luxury. The flock worshipped their shepherd-turned-god, praising him and holding him in the highest regard. What's wrong? Imagine you were one of those lambs, facing irresistible temptation. Oh, you are right. But the world we live in falls short of our ideals. It's up to the two of us to make that The lambs reveled in endless bonfire parties, celebrating their new god every night. Except the one little black lamb. As each night passed, it was the only one to notice how its flock was dwindling away. Rover, do you think someone would give you what you want? I once believed that too. Thought as long as I paid a high enough price, I could get my desired outcome. But true equality is scarce. always has been. The world was never a fair place. To receive equal retribution, one must give more and more. When every wish comes with a hefty price, people weigh their options carefully. When they can make someone, they all rush to make more wishes. They don't consider they too may one day pay for another's selfish desire. Funny, isn't it? Later, the shepherd openly blamed the black lamb for the flock's decline. On the next day, the white lambs welcomed the rising sun as usual. But the black lamb was nowhere to be found. The shepherd introduced an unspoken rule to this village. Suddenly, the once doting god stopped fulfilling wishes. After witnessing the black lamb's actions and hearing from their almighty shepherd, what do you suppose the white lambs did? Ah, those oblivious lambs. Little did they... Well done. Now, I wonder, what? Answer me and I'll reveal who was the real culprit behind the diminishing number of lambs. Brilliant answer. You saw past the obvious. The true culprit was not the shepherd, but the white lambs who chose to follow his rules. The shepherd never forced them into anything. He merely presented a choice, a possibility. No one would have been killed if they simply refrained from making those wishes. Their greed and indifference were the cause of it all. Now, my second question. Of course, as always, here's my final... What is the truth you've uncovered?
The shepherd was granting wishes by sacrificing the lives of lambs.
Almost there, Rover. Little lambs cowered and huddled in their village, terrified of the relentless wolf packs. Until a shepherd arrived, bearing the gift of wishes and providing shelter and sustenance. Slowly, the shepherd gained control over the flock, and the lambs lived contented lives. But this is not the end of our story. The shepherd found the solitary black lamb in his flock and offered to grant any wish it desired. In exchange, he wanted one of its companions as a sacrifice. The black lamb refused, and it was shunned by its flock, left without shelter or sustenance. After the black lamb's exile, more lambs continued to vanish. The shepherd then blamed the black lamb for breaking the rules and withheld his wish-granting power as punishment. From the very beginning, the lambs knew the risk of making wishes. They too could become sacrifices for those of others. But they always believed it wouldn't be them. Meanwhile, some lambs reasoned that since they had already risked being sacrificed for someone else's wish, It was then only fair to pass on that risk for a chance at fulfilling their own desires. And so they continued to play the game. They all knew the consequences, but chose to remain silent. Fearful, yet greedy, they followed the shepherd's orders and made wishes again and again. Until one day, a brave black lamb spoke up, shattering the flock's facade, their illusion of a peaceful and happy life. Black lamb got in their way, and that of the shepherd's cruel pursuit, sparking hatred in their hearts. Suddenly, they could no longer ignore the blood and ashes of past sacrifices littering the ground. How do you like my story, Rover? What really happened here? The black lamb who rebelled against the rules, the innocent maiden sacrificed, and the villagers who turned on each other in a ruthless frenzy. They had it coming. All the shepherd had to do was execute the rebel. That's how he kept the flock in check and maintained the status quo. Fun answer, but no. Not even close. I was never the shepherd. Never will be. You and I, we... Well then, let's see if this black lamb is going to end up like you say. Welcome to the realm of endless chaos. Now is your time to think, Rover. What is the right path? Oh, you found us already. Shake and shiver, blink an eye. A flock of lambs comes passing by. Fleas of white, black, red. The sweetest one ahead. Watch out, my dear. Your pioneers are lying at your feet. Don't look back. Join them on this. Don't rush. One slip and you'll shatter to pieces.
One with the sounds.
Such speed. Such brutality. Can't you see? We are kindred. Tell me, do you want to be the rule-setting shepherd or the rule-breaking black lamb? If a sane person manages to survive in a realm of lunatics, would you call them the last one or the sole apostle? Think about it. The shepherd is neither. He is embodiment of truth. Once he is gone for good, the black lamb trust of its herd. And eventually, there will be none left to be oppressors.
Let me be your blade. Speeding up.
One with the sound. From the tower. Moment of resonance. together. Huh.
Rover? Rover! I shattered Scar's illusion. That should have injured him.
Oh! Should I thank you for showing me mercy?
Stay away from her!
Didn't you promise to leave me some alone time with Rover?
With one condition. I do hope you haven't let that slip from your mind. Don't let your improvisation trouble others.
Look at you, right? No worries. I know all the... Rover, it seems are happy. But don't forget, let me know what you choose. An unexpected gift? An honest and open exchange? Or a highly risky gamble? The choice, we'll meet again in the not too distant future.
They're gone. Should we go after them? Scar's resonance abilities appear to involve teleportation and the manipulation of space. He trapped me in confinement, and I could only sense that it wasn't far from here. It took me some time to break that barrier.
Brother.
Why are you here, little one? I've never seen any tacit discord display such vivid emotions. The brother had mentioned. Yes, that is a... Let's talk about it later. It seems all the tragedies in Tea Tree Village were linked to that ritual. Making up stories based on real life to support his twisted belief, we cannot take his words for granted. Now, we must locate where the What's the matter? Two distinct frequencies of tacit discords. I see. I can feel it in the streams. Over there. Follow me.
In the south.
They are unharmed, please rest assured. As you anticipated, Scar did not try to kill them. Yes, I stayed out of it like you asked. Is everything all right on your end? Please be sure to stay safe, my lady.
Rover, do you still have the plaque we found earlier? The one broken in half? Yes, as I thought. I just felt a similar vibration from that direction. Please follow me.
It's the missing half. We can piece them together now.
The water is going down.
Swift and resolute.
Speeding up. Storm, hear my command.
Close one! Coming in hot!
The wind has stopped.
One with the sound. Last chance. One with the sound. No hesitation.
Let me be your blade. Synchronization. Speeding up.
One with the sound. Break. One with the sound.
Synchronization. Ha! Let the winds roar!
Swift and resolute. One with the sound.
Let me be your blade. Synchronization.
The hour is upon us. One with the sound. Strike from the shadows. One with the sound.
believe it. There is such a big opening down here. I can't believe... I can't believe it. There is such a big opening down here. How odd. This place... That tree...
Please, save us.
Are you trying to tell us about... Where did it go? That girl just wanted his those sacrifice. I guess the tacit discord we saw stayed here to convey her last wishes. Please excuse me. It's getting a bit too cold here. Can we head back now? Sorry, Rover. The air was heavy in that place, without any wind to speak of. But I could still feel the villagers were a complex mix of emotions. What was the diary's owner longing for? Was it the peaceful... My apologies. I got lost. I wish I could say such tragedies won't happen again, but I still... It was tragedies like this that made me want to become an outrider. I cannot stop the lament, but at least I should do everything in my power to help those affected. Really? Dwelling on it won't do us any good. Yes, let's go back.
the past.
No hesitation.
be your blade. Serenade! Synchronization. Speeding up.
The end has come. Cherish every game. Your weakness.
Let me be your blade.
Swift and resolute.